In the quest for green sustainability, Green Line is proudly sponsored by ESKOM. ESKOM generates approximately 95% of the electricity used in South Africa and approximately 45% of the electricity used in Africa. Conventional electricity generation makes use of coal-fired power stations, which receive the coal from miners who dig it up from underground. The coal is sent to the power station via truck or conveyor belt, where it is crushed to a talcum powder consistency and fired up inside a pulverized fuel boiler until it generates steam. This steam then turns a turbine, which turns a rotor inside of a magnetic coil, thus generating the electricity sent via power lines to homes nationwide. Coal-fired power stations produce 88% of electricity. Last year, 122.7 million tonnes of coal was used, thus producing carbon dioxide, a harmful emission that ESKOM wants to reduce.
As you can see, ESKOM is serious about changing the environment and making a huge difference. But one myth that we've got to get over is when we see a power station like that and we see those 3 towers with all that smoke going up in the air and we say, look at all that pollution. It's actually only steam, there's no emissions.
Coal is a finite natural resource, and even though ESKOM is one of the largest utilities in the world in terms of generation capacity, South Africa is facing a looming shortage of energy, where electricity demand may exceed electricity supply. ESKOM have created power alert banners in order to motivate residential households to decrease electricity consumption, based on Power Alert, SABC and ETV broadcasts.
The red banner means that we're now going into a critical stage. It means that we're very short on the network. We're going to have to start using emergency reserves, and we basically need the customer to help us. It is so much more beneficial for the country than us burning very, very expensive diesel in the gas fire. So if people could help us with the 300-400 at this stage, it really makes a big difference.
By switching off and unplugging appliances, you'll reduce demand on the network, minimize carbon emissions, and cut down on your energy bills. Making sustainable development a reality, ESKOM's Integrated Demand Management Plan, or IDM, includes load management, peak clipping, and energy efficiency. Also, ESKOM's capacity expansion program will increase capacity by just over 17,000 megawatts and increase transmission lines by 4,700 kilometers. This means upgrading to cleaner energy and increasing renewables within the mix. Medupi is a dry-cooled, coal-fired power station under construction in Lephalale, South Africa. The plant will be the largest of its kind in the world, increasing ESKOM's capacity by more than 10%.
Certainly from a construction point of view, for myself and my team, we're highly privileged to be associated and have been given this wonderful task of producing this power station, but most importantly, not failing South Africa with our endeavours of producing electricity in the future.
"55 kilometers from Ladysmith, nestling in the Drakensberg Mountains that border KwaZulu-Natal and the Free State, is Ngula, a powerhouse that uses water for its kick. Pumped storage schemes benefit through on-demand peak power, quick startups, and off-site remote-controlled functioning. An exciting new development in the ESKOM powerhouse, Ngula is also home to 3 critically endangered bird species. Designed to conserve and operate in conjunction with the environment, Ngula has earned numerous awards for environmental and conservation performance.
Construction on Ngula started in 2005, and the first unit will be coming online towards the end of 2013. Ngula will produce sustainable hydropower for South Africa while minimizing environmental damage.
The demand for electricity in South Africa is growing at approximately 3% per annum. This, coupled with environmental concerns, motivates the change towards sustainable development. ESKOM, South Africa's national energy provider, is continuously looking to improve service delivery by exploring renewable energy technology.
One of those wind turbines is as tall as a 20-story building, and the blade is 33 meters in length. That's longer than a jumbo jet aeroplane's wing.
Recognizing that coal, gas and oil are finite resources, ESKOM's Resources and Strategy Division erected 3 wind turbines at Klipheuwel, an experimental wind farm on the west coast near Cape Town.
Wind farms are quite positive in the sense that they're renewable technology. The cost of wind is zero. From a climate change perspective, ESKOM is committed to reducing our footprint, and we need to diversify our energy mix because of that. And wind is playing a huge role in that. And we're likely to have the first commercial wind and solar plants soon. And for me as an engineer, as a South African as well, it's a proud time.
Solar energy has become an increasingly powerful force in the energy arena, and teaching this technology to the youth will ensure that sustainable living carries on into the future, ensuring the survival of the human race. St Stithians College and ESKOM have embarked on a solar journey which has seen the school switch from electrical geysers to solar panels. This will not only educate scholars but will save the school money and reduce carbon emissions. Each solar geyser installed will save up to 3.7 tonnes of carbon emissions per year. ESKOM feels so strongly about solar sustainability that they've implemented a cashback reward system for the installation of solar water systems. Concentrated solar power consists of mirrors concentrating sunlight or solar thermal energy onto a small area. Electrical power is produced when that light is converted into heat. Solar energy is unlimited and has the potential to become South Africa's biggest renewable energy source.
I'm often asked whether this is a technology which will supersede the others and win the race, so to speak. And my answer to that is that there isn't a race. We need all contributions from all types of energy. I see a future that has a mix of solar, a large part of solar, wind, renewables of all kinds, underground coal gasification and nuclear. It's an energy future which will be a lot cleaner than it is today, but there will be no clear winner in the short to medium term.
Because a lot of the new energy that would be brought into the system would be from renewables and nuclear, the role of coal would decline quite dramatically over the next 20 years. And we are committed as a country to reducing our carbon emissions. So we have to look at a plan which doesn't get rid of coal, but certainly moves us quite firmly away from our dominance, our kind of real heavy dependence on coal. So to save power, energy efficiency is really crucial. And to address climate change issues in the long term, we need to get into the habit of energy efficiency.
ESKOM's Integrated Demand Management Programme reduced electricity demand by 2,200 megawatts and energy component by a massive 21 terawatt hours, saving near 29,500 megalitres of water and reducing coal usage by 11,474.72 kilotons. These savings mean significant steps towards reducing greenhouse gas emissions. ESKOM, providing a sustainable future for South Africa.